Hello internet passers-by and welcome back to Napcast. As always, I am Real Notorious and joining me once again today is Sean.
Yeah.
Me and Melina are now having a staring contest because I don't want to introduce her because I know what the
What's
fuck
up, potties? Welcome back.
I should put the fucking theme from The Good, the Bad and the Ugly in there.
Just with my soft. And if we weren't chaotic enough today, we've decided to
Return to Reddit. Did you enjoy the disasters episode? Was that a thing that you liked? Well, here we are. We're back in Reddit because that makes sense.
Was that episode a disaster? Who knows?
Yes.
Been waiting to
Probably.
make that joke.
Oh, come on. And not in the actual episode. Come on.
Well, I wanted to in the actual episode, but I couldn't find the space, and I forgot.
Maybe it's because we kept talking about so many people died that day.
Yeah, you can't really segue into a joke when you say,
Yeah.
people died.
I mean, I drew the comparison of 9/11 and
You did that so
Zeppelins.
casually
I
as
did
well.
that so casually.
I didn't want to point out, wow, dude.
Wow, that's what
I just find it funny how they, because we are so far in the future, we have so many, other bars of comparison of what is actually terrifying.
Are you invoking the 20-year rule?
We have such a different bar for comparison of what is scary, what is terrifying. It's funny to think they thought that the Zeppelins would be imposing because we have events like 9/11.
Yeah. Back then, big balloon scary.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna jump on Am I the Asshole? I can see that Melina's also using light mode.
I open Reddit once every 2-3 months when I need specific information on something, and I'm like, let me try it.
When you're searching a question or whatever, and somehow the only
Yeah.
the only good answer is from a Reddit thread.
Yeah, exactly. And it's 4 years old. I'm like, it has the answer
Yeah.
I need,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's why I have it. And I haven't bothered to put it into dark mode.
If your fucking phone is in dark mode, it should automatically.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
No, apparently not.
Weird.
Yeah.
I thought you were just a light mode cretin for a bit.
Absolutely not. How dare you even assume? Ugh. No. So, yeah, we were just scrolling
Yeah.
on Reddit, and I came across this great fucking title that says, "Am I the asshole for telling off my mother-in-law for insisting my daughter doesn't have a real vagina?"
And we had so many questions.
So many
I still have
questions.
so many questions.
Yeah,
What do
because
you
we
mean,
haven't
dead?
read it yet.
No.
So yeah, we're gonna go and
Melina
like-
literally just opened that up about 5 minutes before we started
Yeah.
recording.
Less than that. So, let's get started. My 4.5-year-old daughter has a stomach bug
That's worrisome.
and has been having some diarrhea. My wife needed to take care of our son to an appointment, and I needed to work from home today, so my mother-in-law came to watch after our daughter. Oh no.
I'm trying to figure out how all of this relates to
Yeah,
what's
I
about
know.
to come up.
At what point are you going to regret reading this?
Yeah.
I know. We'll see. My daughter needed to use the bathroom, and I was going to excuse myself from my online meeting, but my mother-in-law said she can take care of it. A bit later, my daughter came up to me and asked me to wipe her. I said to her, "Didn't Grandma help you?" She said yes, but Grandma wiped wrong. She said Grandma wiped in instead of out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Women anatomy.
Yeah.
Different.
Yep,
We
yep.
understand that.
We are actually.
Yeah. I excused myself from my meeting to help wipe my daughter correctly. I went to find my mother-in-law in the kitchen. I asked her, "Hey, my daughter said you wiped in instead of out." She said, "I wiped her. You think there's a better way?" I told her it's not healthy to wipe into the vagina. You need to wipe out. She said, "And you have a vagina?" Because this is the husband.
But
Yeah.
still, he has a daughter
Yeah.
who is,
Yeah.
an infant, so he
Exactly.
at least understands these things.
Yeah.
And I said, "No, but I have a daughter and I won't let her get an infection by wiping poop into her vagina."
Oh,
Because that's disgusting.
I'm regretting this so much.
Yeah, I know, right?
I feel slightly ill.
Same. Is this episode going to end up getting cut?
Like we haven't done worse.
Yeah.
I know, but still.
And then the grandma said, "Oh, but she doesn't have a real vagina yet. There's no chance of infecting anything."
That's not how that fucking works.
No, it's not.
And I said, "What? Of course she has a real vagina. She's a female." She said, "Girls don't have real vaginas until they're teenagers."
That's not how that fucking
No.
works.
And there's no chance of any infection because the vagina doesn't actually develop until they're a teenager.
Does she think that before puberty it's just fucking plastic?
It's like Barbie doll, like Ken dolls.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. How she is a parent.
She's a grandmother.
She's a grandmother. Yeah, no, but that's the worst part. But like, she was a parent. She raised someone.
Yeah. And I said to her, "You're a woman. You raised 3 daughters. I'm married to 1. Yes. You can't possibly be this stupid."
Did she actually say that?
He is not
He
the
said that.
asshole.
Yeah.
He's not the asshole.
No.
She told me I'm out of line and said if I can't appreciate her help, then she's leaving.
Then fucking
Yeah.
leave.
I told her I'm perfectly, in fact, more than capable of taking care of my daughter and that she's welcome to get out. She did leave, and about 10 minutes later, my wife called me and said her mom was furious with me and said I was terrible to her and made her leave without any reason. After explaining, my wife is on my side. Thank
Yeah,
fuck.
good.
So yeah, pretty much everyone's like, you're not the fucking asshole.
No, of
'Cause
course not.
No.
Human fucking anatomy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. A grandmother.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. 3
3 daughters.
3 daughters.
And
How?
you can get an infection fucking anywhere.
Yeah.
Even if you have what she thinks an underdeveloped vagina is. How is it? Oh my god.
Fuck.
Big what the fuck, indeed.
Every day we stray
Straight
further.
further. On the light of Hylia.
Oh god.
Just- I don't want to say you've just fully almost
You're so
dropped
fucking
your
shocked you broke
mic.
the mic. That's a record.
My stand just fucking collapsed.
Couldn't stand this.
It was the enemy
It couldn't
stand.
stand this.
It was the enemy stand.
My joke was better.
You know, I'm not sure how to segue into mine now.
So Michael's one.
Yeah, I have another one that I just found as well.
Okay,
but
well,
you go ahead.
I'll go over
Is
mine.
it as traumatizing as your first
No,
one?
it's actually way less traumatizing.
Okay, good. Right, okay, so this one is, am I the asshole for being embarrassed of my girlfriend's cosplay?
Oh,
I have
heard
read this, and I'm not gonna tell you anything. I'm just gonna read it, even though I can see
Oh, is this a
the
body
verdict.
shame thing?
Well,
if this is the one I'm thinking it is, I might have already.
we'll find
Jesus.
out. So, my 25 girlfriend, 24, had a double mastectomy 5 years ago. She had breast cancer and thankfully made a full recovery.
Oh, great.
Unlike a lot of women, she didn't have any reconstructive surgery. This
Choices
is before I
on
met
her.
her. Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Choice on her. Yep.
I'm a big anime nerd.
What a segue.
Big sigh.
Why is it the weebs? Why is it always the fucking
But to
weebs?
answer that, we have to talk about parallel universes.
Yeah.
And last weekend, I invited her to a small anime con with me. She's seen a few episodes of my favourite shows, but she's not into anime. She doesn't like cosplay, though. No, she does like cosplay, though. And she works seasonally as an SFX artist at a haunted house near us. That should be an haunted house, I think. A haunted house?
A haunted house.
A haunted house, yeah, because you pronounce the H. So when I asked her to go to the con with me, she asked if she could cosplay, and I said, sure, she shouldn't have needed to fucking ask you.
No, she said,
first
hey,
place.
I'm going to cosplay. And he should
Yep.
have said, that's great.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
She got very excited and said I was going to love her costume, so I'll admit I thought she was going to do something sexy for me.
That's
Mistake number 1,
Yeah, that's-
my dude.
that's your problem right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly. The day of the convention comes, and she showed up at my house cosplaying Dabby from My Hero Academia. Right, so let me show
So
you
context
Dabby.
for us, and
Yeah.
You can literally look him up if you're
Yeah.
listening at home.
you listener can.
Dabby from My Hero Academia.
So this cosplay, I can imagine being fucking cool as fuck. By the
Oh,
way.
yeah.
shit.
It's just creepy guy. If
Yeah.
you don't know, creepy guy.
He creepy boy.
Yeah.
Different toned skin scars, you know,
Yeah.
stapled together, very edgy, but cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah, I can imagine that cosplay being very good if she's a special effects.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Oh,
yeah,
my
yeah,
god. It must
yeah.
be amazing.
So she shows up as Dabby, specifically a look he has later in the manga. I won't show you, but it doesn't matter.
No, okay.
Her entire chest was exposed, and she'd obviously spent hours applying burn makeup. She has short hair that she dyes constantly. This time she bleached it white and dyed a few red streaks.
Yep.
Fair
like
enough.
the character.
Yeah,
Yep.
I wasn't expecting her to show up without a shirt. Her burn scar makeup only covered half her chest, so you could clearly see her mastectomy scar. It wasn't a very attractive costume, especially since she'd gone all out with the scars and made them look raised and kind of realistic. We went to the con, and while a lot of people came up to take photos with her because it was a fucking badass cosplay, I noticed several others looking at her chest.
Okay.
That evening, she said, I'd been quiet all day, and I honestly told her I was a little embarrassed that she was flaunting her mastectomy scar like that. She got mad and said she was making the best of her situation and said I was being insensitive, and she's been distant ever since. I'm starting to feel guilty. Am I the asshole? Fucking yes,
Yeah,
you
you
are.
kind of are.
The top reply here is, oh, how dare your girlfriend not have a pretty little cosplay outfit. Obviously, she has not gotten the message that her only worth is if she caters to the male gaze.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So,
Yeah.
Pretty accurate. Yeah.
yep. He is the asshole.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has had a mastectomy, and it's like, you know, that's a difficult thing to
Yeah.
go through, and a lot of women are insecure about it. And for her to be like, no,
She
fuck
owned it.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
own it. Hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
Make something great out of it.
Yeah.
And to pull to put a cosplay like that together and use that to her advantage is such an incredibly smart move.
Like that's
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah, exactly.
More power to her.
Yeah,
Hell
exactly.
yeah.
Another
Jesus.
comment is, Jesus, she went through cancer and a double mastectomy and you're crying about being embarrassed. Please break up with her so she can find someone that's not an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically everyone's railing on him, telling him he's the asshole because he is.
Yeah, he is.
You know.
Sometimes it's rare you get one where the guy actually is an asshole.
Yeah.
Jesus. So I have a very small one. A nice and small little thing.
Okay.
Very condensed.
Yeah, very condensed. And it's called, Am I the Asshole for Getting a Pregnancy Craving During a Party?
A pregnancy
Craving. Yeah. What's your immediate response would be?
No.
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 It depends what she craved though.
Yeah. Blood.
That wasn't what I thought, but sure, yeah, let's go with that.
She
What
craves.
if it's just something a little? What if it's just something a little quirky, like just ice?
So I, 29 female, and pregnant with my boyfriend Sam, 32. Sam and I went to a party for his family. No momentous occasional, just normal family get together. Lovely. During my pregnancy, I've had intense cravings. Okay.
Which is normal.
For
Yeah.
dick.
Jesus. While we were at the party, I told Sam I was craving a slushie. It's crushed fucking ice.
It's crushed ice.
Yeah, crushed ice.
About 30 minutes away, we had just arrived about 20 minutes prior. He said to give him a little while and we'd go get one.
That's
During
not
a
how
party.
cravings work.
Yeah.
After about 30 more minutes, I said it again to Sam. He said, fine, get in the car. On our way there, we got in an argument and he thinks the craving should have waited a couple of hours.
That's not how cravings work.
He's now mad at me and we have to leave the party early. We see his family 2 or 3 times a month, sometimes more, and I don't think it's a big deal to leave when I have a craving.
This one's weird because, like,
Yeah.
in a sense, both of them are kind of being assholes.
I think,
Her less so.
Yeah, yeah.
to me, I'm like, you can fucking wait. It's a craving. It's not life or death. It's
Yeah.
just, I would like to have.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, okay, but you know, you're with family.
Yeah, like, cravings aren't necessarily like, I need to act upon this right now.
No, exactly. Like, if someone's like, I
Like, I
have
know
to
they're
pee
heightened.
and there's no bathroom,
Yeah.
like, that's a,
Yeah.
okay, we're
And, like,
leaving.
I know during pregnancy, like, they're heightened, but at the same time, like,
It's still.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
you're being deprived of a human right.
No, it's a fucking slushy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
First
you-
of all,
you can
it's
live.
a slushy. She'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll make you pee, that's
Yeah,
it.
and making it, because she asked him 20 minutes after they arrived,
That's quite quick.
Yeah.
and it's 30 minutes away. So it's an hour trip.
Yeah,
After 20 minutes after you've arrived at a family party.
yeah.
No. And then 30 minutes after that, so they've been there 50 minutes, she asked again, hey, I want to drive an hour to get this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, was it at the end of the evening and they were going to go home in like 20 minutes? Yeah. Say,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
can we
that-
leave
that was-
early?
that'd be fine.
Yeah. And I think, like, could he have been a bit more nice to her? Like, because he said he thinks the craving could have waited a couple of hours. I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know how, we don't know.
When I
How
first
they
heard it,
said it.
I got like the image of him just being like going up to like the stomach and being like, "Oi, stop!
Stop it.
Can you just not?" But yeah, I'd say it's fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's fair. Like, pregnancy cravings are annoying, but just eat something else.
Yeah.
It'll go down.
Yeah.
I like how you say that, like
Like you know.
Like I know. No, I just think some symptoms of pregnancy, I think especially cravings, are a bit, I don't want to say overhyped because it's not the right term, but are over exaggerated.
Yeah.
Like where it's like, I must have this now. I'm like, I know you feel like that, but you don't. Like, you don't need it right now to live.
I can't wait until you get pregnant and you're just a fucking monster.
No, like, let's say I was here right now.
I want it now!
No!
Stop.
Like, if it's close by, if it was a 20-minute trip, 10 minutes there, 10 minutes back, no problem.
Yeah.
It's a 30-minute drive to get a fucking slushie.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it's a slushie
Yeah.
that pisses me off.
No, that's hilarious.
Because it's just crushed ice on some syrup. That's all it is.
Yeah, I guess.
Basically, yeah. I say that like I've tried slushies.
Are they
before.
American?
I mean, you have slushes here.
No. I'm just curious because like Americans
so, yeah.
have like a higher likelihood of having a fucking slushy machine or something in their house.
Probably.
It'd be so sad.
So, some Americans do though, like or they'll have like a
You know, I say
like one
that's
of those
sad. You know
ice
what? Never
machine
mind.
things
More power to
that
them.
can, you know, like fridges that have like the ice machines. Some
Yeah,
of them
yeah.
I think can do like slushies and stuff.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
Also, this person said, thank you, everyone. I get it, I'm the asshole, but I can't handle the death threats in my inbox.
Right. That's Reddit, yeah.
Yeah. Over this.
Over
Why?
Over
Reddit.
wanting a slushie.
Why is it whenever women are involved? Like,
I bet at least
Reddit.
one creepy guy messaged her like, so how far along are you?
show bobs.
What's the body look like? Has it changed? Has it changed? Probably. Why, that's creepy. Why do I find
actually
only
saw
these
it.
fucking weird ones? Have you found any more?
No, but I have a personal story
Yeah.
that I guess I could tell off the back of the pregnancy one.
Oh no.
No, it doesn't involve. Well, it does involve me, but I wasn't.
You were pregnant.
Yeah.
I wasn't
We're
involved.
finding a lot about Michael today.
Yeah.
So I mentioned Jess the last time we recorded, my friend.
Yeah.
This is a story that involves her. So she used to live in Edinburgh. Currently, I think she's living back in Nairn and at home. But she lived in Edinburgh and she lived in a flat, and so like quite often I'd go through and like stay with her and stuff like that and hang out. And like her and her boyfriend lived together, and he was like, I went to visit and he was away up in Aberdeen because he's from there, and she had like a couple of weeks before found out she had been pregnant and had gone through like the abortion process, you know, go to the hospital, you know, want an abortion, blah blah blah, get the pill, that's it, you're done.
Well, that was easy and simple and not overly complicated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's something you can do here in the UK.
And
And
you should
For
be
more
able to do
reference, see
fucking
episode
everywhere.
3.
But the only thing is that because of that, she was experiencing a heavy flow that was meant to last like a week or something like that. So I get there and she's telling me about this, and she's like, you know, it's kind of like, this is kind of like the last day or like the end of that. And she's like, so it's been getting a little bit better. So we get to her flat, and you know, at this point she's been there for a year, so I just go in and fucking make myself at home. You know, go in the living room, set up the laptop, because we always sat and watched One Piece together. She was fucking obsessed with it. She got me into it. It's her fault.
Just placing all the blame there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's great times. But yeah, so I'm in the living room, and she's like, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and clean up.
Yeah, it goes to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah. I'm now realizing I'm telling this story, and she's just no idea that I'm telling it. Anyway, so she's in there, and I'm, you know, setting up. I'm sitting on my phone, scrolling, and I just hear Michael, and I'm like, oh, she's been in there for a while, and she's like, it's kind of bad. I'm like,
Oh no.
huh? She's like, I'm bleeding a lot.
Oh shit.
Oh.
And I'm like, huh? She's like, it just started bleeding a lot.
Oh God.
I'm like, okay. And she's like, I'm gonna call my mom. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
sure. So at this point, I don't remember like who called. Like, I think we called 111.
Yeah, there's a non-emergency.
Yeah, non-emergency. And then they're like, yeah, we're gonna get you an ambulance. So at this point,
Jesus.
she's kind of
Panicky.
dealt with it enough that she's now sitting in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Because the way her flat was, like, the bedroom had the window that, like, you could look outside and
Oh
see.
yeah.
So
That sounds
I'm standing at the window watching for the ambulance coming.
Yeah.
And she's on the phone to her mom and everything like that. So yeah, ambulance turns up. And, like, she is, like, a stone's throw away from the Royal Infirmary at this point in time. So, you know, doesn't take long.
Yeah.
We get carted away in the ambulance, which I'm sitting there like, this is my first time.
And wow, what an experience.
wow.
Yeah. I'm like, I didn't expect it to be like this today.
What a day.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
your
My
friend is just
goodness.
bleeding.
Yeah. I'm like, I kind of feel like I shouldn't be here. I'll be honest.
This feels like a whole situation I didn't need to be a part
Yeah.
of.
So, you know, we then get taken into like A&E, and like
Yeah.
not the A&E where you go, you sit down, and it's like, you know, you have a knife hanging out your head, and it's like, well, you know.
Okay, but 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're taken like
Wheeled
straight in.
into-
She's in a
yeah.
bed. She's put into like a. I don't know if either of you have been A&E in Royal Infirmary.
No.
Okay, so you know it's like a cubby hole type thing.
Yeah.
With like curtains and stuff. So she's
Yeah, yeah.
wheeled in there, curtain drawn. Like nurse will be here at some point.
I used to live a stone's throw
Okay.
away, so
So we're sitting there like, go. So we sit there for like genuinely like 45 minutes, an hour or something.
Nothing?
Nothing. Eventually a nurse comes round and it's like, okay, I need to check her, so you get the fuck out. And I'm like,
I will.
cool.
You don't have to tell
you
me
don't need to
twice.
ask me. I was like, we don't have that kind of friendship.
already halfway out the door.
So I'm just standing there now.
And
where we were
elevator
was,
music
like-
in your head.
No, Lupin theme.
So it's like, where we were was like, you had the like nurses station kind of in the middle, and then
Yeah.
like the different cubicles kind of lining the
Yeah, yeah.
outside.
Ah, yeah.
So I'm just standing there on my phone outside the cubicle, just.
I don't want to. I don't want to think
And
about
one of the
what's
nurses is like, "Are
happening.
you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, my friend's in there." I'm just, yep.
Yeah, yeah.
So, so at this point, it's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. The whole thing takes, and no, the nurse opens up and just leaves, and I'm like,
What happened?
okay.
I'll ask her.
Yeah, so I go in and Jess is like, yeah, they're gonna give me a room and check me up and make sure everything's all right. And I'm like, okay,
Cool.
fair enough. I'm like, I'll be honest, I don't know what's happening.
I've been confused for the last hour.
A lot of stuff is going on, and I don't know what.
The supportive friend.
Because I should explain that I do at least understand that, like, when women have their period, it's not like a constant flow of blood, and that it's like yeah. Anyway, not going into
Waves.
that. Yeah, waves.
to put it mild.
And
We're not
like,
going into it.
Yeah, but at this point she
Next
had.
episode.
But at this point, she had been like having like a flow, like
Oh, yeah,
constant.
yeah.
Oh god, I seen the bathroom afterwards. It was not pretty. Anyway,
We can imagine.
yeah. So they're like, okay, we'll get her a room, blah blah blah. So we're sitting there for like another hour, and eventually we get taken to a room. And they're like, okay, the doctor will be in like 10 minutes,
Nope.
2 hours.
Jesus.
We sat for 2 hours, and we were in one of these rooms, where now it was like a private room. So we're there, and we're sitting and talking, and it had one of the like measuring scales for like height
Yeah.
on the wall, and I was staring at it for
Yeah.
so
Dude,
fucking
no.
long. And I'm like, eventually, 2 hours in, I'm like, fuck it.
I got nothing else to do.
I got
Let's
nothing
see
else
how
to
I
do.
am.
And as I'm about to measure myself, the fucking doctor walks in, and I'm like, oh, piss off.
Dude, that's a
you
sitcom scene.
took 2 hours, and now.
That's like a fucking friend
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah.
And then I'm asked to leave the room.
Again.
Yeah, okay,
But
fair
you're
enough.
again. Bye.
I'm now sitting, it's dark at this point. I'm now sitting in a corridor on like the waiting chairs
Oh yeah.
in pitch blackness
Oh,
because the lights have gone
that
off or
sounds
something.
about right, yeah.
And I'm just scrolling on my phone, and I'm like, my battery better fucking last. Because I didn't bring my bag.
Yeah.
At that
Yeah,
point.
you don't really think like, oh, how long will we be there?
Yeah.
Let me think.
And eventually it's like she's like kept in overnight, and she has to give me her key to go back to her flat because I couldn't stay, obviously. So I had to try and get a bus at like 11 at night from the Royal Infirmary to where she stays, which wasn't far, but at the same time, buses.
Yeah, especially in that sort of area.
Yeah.
at night.
So I had to try and find the right one and then get on it. So I'm following the route on like the app to make sure.
Yeah.
And it took a detour, and I'm like, no, what the fuck is happening right
it's
now?
always fucking roadworks.
I don't know if it was roadworks, but
It was most likely.
most likely.
Yeah.
So he took this massive detour, and I'm like, I might die tonight.
That's my first instinct.
Yeah.
A bus goes off route and I don't know. So, oh, that awaits me. Okay.
I've reassured you the new bus route is fine.
And so like at this point, it's like 11:30 at night. I got to Edinburgh at like 1 in the afternoon,
Oh my
and
God.
I haven't eaten yet.
Me,
So
yeah, the
I am
adrenaline.
browsing
Yeah.
everywhere to look for somewhere that's open, because that we were intending to get like takeaway, so
Yeah.
we didn't buy food, and Jess didn't have much in her kitchen, so it was like, I need to find somewhere.
Is Domino's open that way?
Domino's was open. I had to find one that wasn't like the default like closest one. I had to find one that was within delivery distance that was still open.
Okay.
It was like 2 a.m. or something. It closed, and I was like, thank God. So I'm once the bus gets on its actual route, and I'm like, I know where I am. Okay, I know where it's going. I know where to get off. I'm sitting there ordering it on my on my phone, and like as soon as I get off, I hit order and stuff like that, and then I have to walk back to her flat, and like it's one of those flats where you have like a key fob thing to get in. So I have to use that and try and get in, and then get in her door, which had like a specific way to open it. And then I'm just in the flat by myself, and I'm like,
That's fucking weird.
this is weird, this doesn't feel right. So yeah, food comes, I have to let the guy in, get the food, blah blah blah. And then I have to like sit there, it's 2 a.m. or something. I've eaten like 2 slices of pizza
Because you're just not hungry.
because I'm just not
'cause
hungry.
Your appetite's gonna be fucked.
Yeah.
After
Oh,
that
yeah.
experience.
And I'm just sitting there, like, not even on the couch, just on the floor with my back on the couch, just like,
Ultimate misery
what
post.
do I do?
It's just the end of a sad movie.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
like, at this, like, the story shouldn't be about me, but like, I can only tell my experience
Yeah.
of this
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck do I do? And like, she had like a guest bedroom, and like, that's normally where I would sleep.
Yeah.
But that night, I just couldn't bring myself. I slept on the couch. Like, I slept on her couch, and it wasn't a comfy couch. It wasn't one to sleep on anyway.
No.
So yeah, I just put YouTube on and just. That was a weird night.
Sounds
Jesus.
wild.
Yeah, I also had to try and communicate with her boyfriend at that point, and like we knew each other, but like
not
you don't
that well.
know each other.
and like we never messaged each other or anything like that. So it was a bit.
You know.
Hi, your girlfriend's in hospital.
Yeah.
I think she's okay, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think she had messaged him and told him and everything like that, and then he started communicating with me like, "Oh, I'll be home," and I'm like,
Thank you.
"Yeah."
Come pick me up.
So that was fun.
God.
No, it doesn't sound fun at all.
Yeah, that was a weird time. That was a weird day.
No, I can imagine that in your mind is just not a blur, but you're like,
A lot of details are like I don't remember who phoned 111. I don't know if we phoned 999. I don't remember most of what happened in A&E. I don't remember like how I let the guy in to get the food. Like, I don't know if he buzzed the flat or something, like, because I can't remember her flat having that sort of system. So yeah, it was weird. Like, there's so many details that I'm like, like, this story is like a fairly important part of like my adult, experience, in the sense of, we have like that dynamic here where it's like default in any like public situation, I become you kind of foist the leader role on me
Yeah.
because you guys would rather not deal with it. And I'm like, how am I fine with it? And then I would think, yeah, I've been in a situation like that, and I just kind of had to
yeah.
get on with it. God, yeah, I don't know how to, like, I don't have a good end to that story.
No, okay.
No,
She's
yeah.
she's doing
Oh,
good.
she's fine.
she's-
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's good to know.
She had dropped out of media at that point, but and now she's studying nursing.
Oh,
Nice.
that-
Yeah.
That is a nice
Yeah.
end,
Go
I
her.
suppose.
Yeah.
Go her.
Don't
yeah.
talk that much anymore, but every so often
okay,
we
That's
talk back and forth.
Go her.
Yeah. Hopefully she hasn't had an experience like that since.
I'd like to think it was probably scarring enough.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's nice to be like that close. Like as if I know it's too close for comfort, but
I mean, none of it made me uncomfortable, I'll be honest.
no, exactly.
So
Well, in a situation like that, you just gotta get on with it.
yeah,
You're like, let's just not acknowledge how
Yeah.
fucking weird this is.
It was slightly
And we're
weird
just-
having
There's more
a-
important shit than being
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah,
with
it was
Yeah.
slightly odd, like, because I had to obviously like use the bathroom after getting back, and I had to do a little bit of cleaning up, so
Yeah.
that was a bit strange.
Yeah, I was
like, I feel like I'm crossing a line here.
It's a nice thing to do though, so she
Yeah,
doesn't have to come
yeah.
home and be like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
God.
I think she wouldn't have blamed me if I pissed in the sink or something.
Well, you know
That's
what
an
they
image.
say. It's better.
Piss in the
Come in
sink.
the sink, sink in the cum. So yeah, that's my fun story for the day, I guess.
Fun is a loose word.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The weather's also part of it because it was like April and it was fucking warm.
Yeah. I don't think it's warm currently. It's just
No, but like
Yeah.
yesterday was warm and it was
Oh,
the
yeah,
kind of
for
heat
sure.
that it was, and that was what got me thinking about it because it left me with that weird exhausted
Oh yeah, yeah,
feeling.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah. That was also when I got my PC, so like it arrived and I was meant to go home the day after and like set it up, and I'm just sitting there like,
If only.
what the fuck? Everything was so normal. Now it's not.
Yeah, people around me don't tend to need to go to the hospital, so I
That's
can't
the
relate.
first time I've ever been like, yeah.
No, I've had a friend who, when they showed up to school and they looked like beaten up, I was like, what happened? He's like, I got hit by a car. I'm like,
What?
you got hit by a car? He's like, yeah, I'm in pain. I was like, oh my god, what happened? I was like, well, I was just biking on the intersection, car hit me, and I didn't want to tell the guy I was in pain. And he was like, oh, you want my insurance number or something? I'll give you my email. And I said, no, sir, I'm fine. And now I'm in a lot of pain.
Why?
What?
Yeah, she was very chill about it. And I just told her, go home.
Yeah.
Go home. And she was like, yeah, I'll bike home. No, you're
No.
not.
Go to the fucking
No.
hospital.
I'm not gonna. No. She was just too chill about it.
That's
And
like a total lack of self-preservation.
Yeah.
then, oh yeah. I was also like, what the fuck?
What's wrong with you?
And then the day after we went to the intersection, she was like, I lost the charm from my bracelet. Can we go look for it?
No.
I helped her look for it.
Did you find
We
it?
found half of it.
Half of it. Wow.
Because it was a pretty busy intersection. So, many cars and bikes have ridden over it.
You know,
at that
cars
point.
usually go over intersections.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I can say with confidence, I've never been hit by a car.
Well,
Well,
Yeah. Good times.
I
I-
almost got hit by a bus.
I've almost been hit by a car a couple of times.
Nope.
Do you want to explain the bus part?
It's not as dramatic as it sounds.
Oh, okay, good.
It was like an S2, I want to say.
Okay.
So and it was during like my high school's like lunch sort of hour for like my year.
Okay, yep.
So it was just like I was going across like the long line of like kids just going like the nearest like shop to grab something, and like my idea was there was this huge group like right in front of me. So my idea was, okay, I'll just go around them like off the path onto the road and then get right past them. What I didn't notice was the bus that was coming like down the road, and I sort of did this little speed walk to like there, but it still like just went past me as I got up onto the path.
And no honk? Didn't honk?
No honk.
Really?
Nah.
My God.
Literally, someone like right behind me in like my class, like, Jesus fucking Christ, I thought you just got hit there.
Well, yeah. Jesus.
I sort of just took it like, yeah, cool. I just really wanted to get my lunch.
This is why you always look both ways.
Yeah.
I really wanted my lunch and I hated like interacting with people.
Basic traffic safety.
Yeah.
Yes. You don't ignore the basics.
No.
Like, ignore the special stuff. Nah, it's fine.
No.
God.
Crosswalks are an advisement.
God, no.
Hey, I didn't get hurt.
I mean, that's a plus. I
We've
suppose.
only been talking for 37 minutes.
No, that's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah,
What?
I know.
That does not feel right.
No.
God.
Oh my god.
Can we just make this an early episode?
No.
We're not. I'm for some reason, nothing happens to me. Things happen to my friends.
That
and then
story
I'm
didn't
just-
happen to me. I was just
I
there.
mean, yeah, but nothing like as extreme.
Dude, stuff happened.
Shit happens to my friends, and they just deadpan tell me, and I'm like, oh god, because she got hit by a car.
A car, yeah.
And then another guy, we were supposed to do like, sort of, what we call a debate. We had to do a debate for our English class the day. So we were just prepping, and he wasn't feeling very well that day. I was like, oh, you know, tell me if you're not doing okay. He was like, oh, just hop into the bathroom. And he was taking very fucking long, but you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Never
And,
know.
I was checking no text from either, so okay. He came out walking out of the bathroom, pale. And I was like,
Oh.
oh god. And he sat down and was like, huh, I just passed out on the toilet.
What?
Oh, okay.
How hard was he pushing?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
serious
like,
constipation.
He had a fucking week already. So it
Right,
was like
okay.
so much shit going on. He was stressed as fuck for this. It was that. I can tell you that was what it was.
The stress, not the pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the
Gotta specify.
not the problems.
And so I just sat there. I was like, so I think you should go home.
Yeah.
And again, as Dutch people do, he's like, I'm a bike home. I'm like, no. No.
What is wrong with you Dutch people?
Your obsession with bikes is very dangerous.
And so we went to like the reception area. They called his parents. They could pick him up. And then meanwhile, I had to go to like the boss, the head of our school, to be like, he's out. I don't know who I'm supposed to tell about this because I have an English thing and I'm supposed to do it at 2, and I was just me and I don't know what to do.
Help.
Help! He's like, oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. No.
No, you don't understand. That's not how this works.
No. So I just show up to like this tiny room where my English teacher's sitting, and they're like, so where's the guy? He's like,
You passed out.
he passed out. He's like, do you want to do it by yourself? I'm like,
No.
No.
yeah.
Why did you say yeah?
Melina!
At that point, you say no, and they'll probably like, okay, you can do it when he's okay.
I was like, oh, I might as well get it done and over with. I've had a day.
You're stupid.
Oh my god.
Like, this is English. It was like a subject I can nail. It was like, it won't take any effort anyway. I just have to sit there and do my little debate things. I don't remember what I was debating about for all I care.
Was he the guy you were debating with?
Yes.
So you
At that point, it's not a
to
debate.
wall.
No, I had to debate with my English teacher.
Oh, okay.
So she just was handed the prompts and was like, well, that's interesting. I was like, okay, I suppose I'll argue with you.
Oh my god.
I got a 10 out of 10 though.
Fine.
Oh, well, that's
bitch.
good.
Yeah, I was happy with that. Like, I'm never gonna complain about
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I feel like my story can kind of be summed up with the Jontron, like, skit from Food Fight, where, like, he...
Well, that just sort of happened to me. I didn't even participate in that.
participate in that. Like, that's basically my story. But going off the English debate thing, I, except the actual exam, never sat any of my French tests when I was in
What?
high school, technically.
Technically. What do you mean
Technically.
Oh,
technically?
technically.
How do you technically not
Should
sit
I
them?
admit this? That I cheated on all of my French tests in high school.
Well,
I
you've
mean,
just
what are they
admitted
gonna
it
do?
now.
Revoke your diploma?
Yeah, oh my god, Michael, you've
Revoke my standard grade in French.
all your
Oh,
French
no.
qualifications gone. Hope you weren't planning to go to France, motherfucker.
So do you
Don't.
remember, like, you had to do, like, a written test and, like, an oral test?
Yeah,
in
I was
French?
shit at both.
So what would happen is you would write, like, like, the thing in French, and you would write it out first, and you kind of had to memorize it and then try and
Yeah,
write
yeah.
it down from memory. Here's what I would do. You'd have, like, 4 or 5 sheets of paper
Oh, yeah.
to write on. But what you would do is you'd slip the pre-written one at the back.
Oh, you could just trace it.
No.
No? Oh, that's...
Didn't even do that much effort.
Oh my god.
I would just write any old bullshit on the first couple of pages, wait an appropriate amount of time, and then swap them. And just hand that in. And then for oral tests, I'd wait for a long time, make sure I was like one of the last people, and then they'd go, "Oh, have you done the?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you gave me a reasonable score." Worked every fucking time.
How the fuck?
One of them even went, "Oh, you've done your. I gave you a 1." And I was like, "Yep,
Sure did.
yep."
Jesus. I wish I could have pulled this off. Oh my god.
4 years.
You are a fucking genius,
Yes.
4 years.
You
I got away with that for 4 years.
mate. You're either a genius or your teachers were fucking
And I
dumb.
still passed the exam.
Jesus Christ.
I got a 2 at standard grade, which is about a B.
B's good.
Yeah. Like, I didn't strive for an A. I didn't really care.
No, well, I sat there awkwardly in my French oral examinations, like, I know 1 tense and 4 animals. Let's talk about what kind of work I want to do in the future.
Yeah.
I walked into my Spanish exam knowing damn well I was not going to pass. Because I was just that bad at Spanish, as you can probably imagine.
Yeah, you can't pronounce English.
No.
Maybe your brain was like, sí.
¿Dónde está?
At some point, I just gave up and just looked up funny words in the Spanish dictionary they gave me. Just to kill time.
Yeah. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
I had to do a French exam because I was ill one of my years in high school, and it was a reading exam, which notoriously I am very bad at, as we all know.
You're not good at reading.
I am not good at reading.
You're not good at reading.
To
I'm
go
not
back
good
to
at
the
reading.
beginning of the episode.
You know what you see? It's a look back.
Before, yeah.
Yeah.
It loops back.
It looked back.
So I missed the test in the test week, and they were just do it in your own time. And I had to sit in the office of like the head of the department. And I showed up nice and early, had like my 3 pencils, your 2 pens, your sharpener, your eraser, everything you might need.
I went in with a pen.
You were that fucking guy. And then your 1 pen died, and you're like, hey, can I
I've
borrow
never
a
had a
pen?
pen die on me.
Nah, same.
Can't relate.
Wow.
And I showed up,
What are you doing to
and
your
my nice
pens?
like
Work smart, not harder.
What are you
Like-
doing to your pens?
using them to make tests.
See, work smart, not harder.
God. We have this
Cheat.
like yeah, we're fucking cheating ways
Yeah,
around
you
school,
just
I
admitted to
suppose.
cheating. You can't
Yeah.
fucking say that.
I worked smarter, not harder.
to the
So,
point
yeah.
of cheating.
Still.
I had my nice little French dictionary, and when you sat in the classroom full, there was only 10 people in French, so it wasn't many people. But so whenever we did a test with the whole class, everyone would have to basically like roll through the pages so they saw whether you. I don't know how you'd fucking cheat on a reading exam, but okay.
Yeah, that's what I don't get.
No, maybe someone had found the answer because they would recycle tests for us every 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
So everyone who had done the test would have left the school at that
Yeah.
point. So made sense. And so I asked this, like the head of the department was like, "Hey, do you want to check my dictionary?" And when I tell you, this man almost made me fucking cry with his response.
What did he
say?
say?
He said, "You think I would give you the opportunity to make this test here if I didn't trust you?"
Bro, what the fuck?
And I legit sat there teary-eyed, okay, and didn't proceed to open
You
my
know,
book.
we call them invigilators in the UK, but some of them are just, they take their job far too seriously.
Oh,
Yeah, they really do.
absolutely. But it legit almost brought me to fucking tears because I was doing it out of goodwill to show you I'm not trying to cheat.
Yeah.
I want to confirm I would not even try. And for him to just yell at me, I was like, oh my god.
Wow.
God, this reminds me one time my invigilator, because throughout like my last like couple of years of high school, like my dyslexia thing that apparently I don't have anymore.
Congrats from healing from your dyslexia.
yeah, I just grew
Forgot.
out of it. Anyway, the school, I thought at the time I had dyslexia, or like it was just bad enough where it was noticeable. And then I had a separate accommodation and reader and scribe and stuff.
Yeah.
So I also got like just an invigilator just sitting in the room with me while all that stuff was happening. And I can't remember which one it was. It might have been like a history exam I was doing, or maybe English. I think it was English. No, I know what it was. It was maths. It was nothing to do with
history, English. No, maths.
No, it was math. That's
Yeah, it was maths. I was trying to run through all of them in my head. Like, was it this one? Was it this one? It was maths. I remember, like, I just walked in my invigilator. I sort of like recognized. And I was like, "You're the mum of like one of my classmates
Oh.
from primary school."
Oh. Oh no.
Oh.
And she's just like, "Oh hey, how you doing?"
That's not allowed, I don't think. Okay. I mean, I'm sitting here saying I cheated. So.
Yeah. What do you want me to do? Just go up to someone outside the class and be like, "Hey, I know her. She can't be here."
Excuse me.
Like, what the fuck do you want me to do?
Anyway,
I used to write like the little notes to cheat in tests. The
I-
teeny tiny ones.
Oh.
Yeah.
nah, I don't think I ever done that.
No? That was my last fucking hope.
I never studied.
Well, that explains.
How am I the smartest in the group?
You think you're the smartest?
I am.
I have rare moments of genius, but like most of it's dumbed down.
I could not trust any of you to set this shit up. Maybe you.
Really?
With supervision.
Okay, there you go.
Well, I will 100% admit this is not where my smarts would lie. Ever. God, no. High school was fun, right?
Yeah. I gotta give props to my French teacher though, Miss Lafitte. She was
For
actually
allowing
French.
you to get away with
No,
cheating.
no. Because she was my French teacher in first and second year, and then it was a couple of bitches in third and fourth year. Anyway, no, but she kind of hammered into us in first and second year that like you can understand anything in French if you know like the very basics, and then everything else can be worked out from context, to the point that I got sent a link to something that was on Amazon France the other night, or like a week ago or whatever, and I opened it up and I can't remember why, but I was reading the description and I suddenly realized I'm reading this in French and I know what it says.
Nice.
I can't speak French anymore, and I think if someone spoke French to me, my brain would shut down. But I read these words on the screen and went,
Yep.
oh, okay. Neat. It wasn't like, I just read it and went, oh, hey, I know what that means. I was going, so that means that.
You just naturally read it.
It wasn't natural. It was like, I could read enough of a sentence to go, okay. That word in that context must mean this or something. Or like it was, that sort of thing. Like it was the description of Gunbuster, and I was reading it and I'm like, the first commercial success of Studio Gainax from the prolific creator Hideki Anno, maybe. But yeah, no, it was weird. I was reading it and I'm like, I didn't think I'd still remember any of that shit.
No, I zero. I took 5 years French. 5 years.
I done 4. We had to
Zero.
do. Did you have to do 4 mandatory?
I had to do 4 mandatory in just languages, but I did 2 French, 2 Spanish.
Oh. We had to. If we wanted to do Spanish, we also had to do French.
Oh no.
That's such a bad
I
idea.
got
Yeah.
the choice of Spanish. Yeah.
Oh, but our school made no fucking sense. If you done really bad in French,
You could do Spanish.
no. If you done really bad in French, you still had to take a language, but guess. No.
Mandarin.
No, German.
Makes sense.
The arguably more difficult language to learn.
I
For
always
you,
heard that
yes.
that was offered.
If you are dumb as bricks, which all the people who ended up in German class were, you're not learning German.
Yeah, I feel like
remember-
they should flip it because
I mean
Yeah.
that's what I think. If I remember right, that's what happened at my school. Like German got like offered as like people who were really good at French.
Yeah, no, not in my school. If you were
If you were really fucking good at like languages, you could do Mandarin.
Mandarin wasn't a thing at our school. I think they started trying to bring it in after I left. Because we started doing like a Chinese exchange program. I wonder how that's going given everything that's happened.
time to call up the old school.
Because we had
Let's see here. Ended in 2020. That makes sense.
I think a Netherlands one as well. Or was it? No. Norwegian.
We had an exchange with the school in Liverpool.
I think it might have been Norway.
Could be.
Yeah, I know we had one that was sort of that, you know,
A country that begins
Nordic-ish.
with N.
it was that area.
It was Niger.
Namibia.
I remember a teacher flipping out because two of the students in class were having a conversation in like Norwegian,
Oh god.
and he's like, "When you're in my class, you speak English," and I was like,
Oh fuck.
at the time, it was like, I kind of get it, but now I'm looking back on it, I'm like,
Ooh.
bruh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it was more the point of like, you're in a class, you're learning,
Yeah.
you're having a lesson. It was like biology or something. It's like, so you know,
Like it's
Yeah.
he was more, the point was pay attention.
yeah,
Yeah.
But you know, he could have phrased it better.
yeah.
I mean, my French teacher loved to just say to students like, en français, en français.
Oh yeah, I hated the lessons where you just had to speak French the entire
everyone.
time.
For us, as soon as you left the first 3 years, they're like, that's it. Your questions must be in French unless it's an emergency.
I don't think I ever had that. I think
No.
maybe one time, like my teacher like tried to like get us to speak it the whole time in like French, but no one fucking listens. So
I don't know
No.
if they ever tried that with us. Like, it was a threat. And
Yeah.
like first and second year, like, oh, remember when you get to third and fourth year and you're setting your standard grade, you're gonna have to talk in French all the time. I don't think it ever happened though.
no.
I remember we had to answer the register in French, which is you literally just going présent.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds right. Did you ever have to like get a thing where like you can't leave like the class until you say like this word in like French or whatever?
I don't think so.
It was like right at the end, like they wouldn't
Oh,
let you like exit the class.
Nah, not no, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I mean, I only
Blah,
lasted
blah,
like
blah,
5
blah,
seconds
blah.
until the next class came in. Otherwise, you'd just be shamed.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, we had like a couple of like our third and fourth year French teachers weren't particularly nice people, and there were a couple of students that like they really didn't get along with and would like, you know, fully, essentially bully. And so
Christ.
sometimes that would cause issues at the end.
Yeah.
So probably something we would have done, but you know. I was gonna say, oh yeah, did you ever have to like at the end of the year, you know how you would watch films and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Were you forced to watch French movies?
Yes.
Yeah, I hated that.
Which ones do you have to go? Don't-
You're
don't get
asking that like I
intouchable.
remember.
I only
The
remember.
amount of fucking times I watched
I
that
remember
movie.
we went to the film house in Edinburgh as like a trip with our French class to watch like a French film, and it was one where a girl goes to like a camp and puts like a bit of Play-Doh down her shorts to like act as a boy.
Oh,
Okay.
that's great. High schoolers will not make fun of that
Yeah.
at all. That's
It was
such-
kind of odd. Like I stumbled across like the film's Wikipedia page at some point like not long ago and was like, oh fuck yeah, I've seen this film. I don't remember what the fuck happens though.
The
Ah,
only
yeah.
one I remember that wasn't Mr. Bean's holiday.
We never got to watch that.
Oh, well, you missed out.
Fuck
But,
you.
I can't remember the name. I can't remember like the actual plot, other than it was about like a chocolate store.
No, I don't think we watched
Wow.
anything like that either.
I remember thinking it was all right.
A lot of ours were boring. Like they weren't
Yeah.
actually entertaining films.
I also remember this one. It must have been like a low budget like 90s movie or whatever. Like it was a family film,
Yeah.
but like it was like these kids that had like a French nanny or whatever. I can't remember the plot. I just remember it being like that weird sort of cheap 90s family movie.
Yeah. See, you got to watch a lot of films that like had French things in them.
Yeah.
We had to watch purely French movies, and none
mean-
of them were good.
I mean, like the
Damn.
chocolate one was like purely in French and stuff. So
I'm trying to find the name of.
occasionally it was just like, you know, it's got something to do with France in it.
Yeah.
It's the end of the year. I don't give a shit.
What's her fucking name? It's the one with like the bowl cut. That one. She's.
Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it
Yeah.
down?
Oh, it's. Every single page I'm pressing right now. Agnes Varda. Agnes Varda. She's a pioneer of the French New Wave film.
My brain. I just had the windows shut down. So
Like, she was one of the most prolific female directors from France in the French New Wave era. So that's between like 50s and 60s.
We
And-
know this.
It's history of film. Sorry. And I've seen one of her films that was quite I wouldn't say, it depends how you look at it. If you think of it as a romance movie, it's shit. If you think it's a horror movie, it's fantastic. Yeah, and for my French class, I had to watch a documentary she made. But again, I was ill that year, so I didn't get to go with my class, and I dragged one of my friends to join me.
Wow.
I was like, I'll pay for your ticket, because it was, French film in some niche little film house, so it was like maybe 3-4 euros. I was like, I'll pay for it. We'll make a fun day out of it, go to the city center, maybe catch a good movie after it. And it was just a documentary of her looking at art installations. And I was like, you are an interesting person. And they just are, this is the documentary they want to make on you?
Yeah.
You looking at this giant hot dog? Okay.
What?
I guess you could do that.
Okay. I don't know how to...
No, yeah.
I'm trying to find this movie that we were dragged to see.
I found the chocolate film. It has a 63% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
It's literally just about a woman who opens a chocolate shop in like a fictional French town. That's it.
French film girl.
Johnny Depp's in
goes
it. Holy
to
shit.
Oh, damn.
And Alfred Molina, huh?
It's not
Oh,
Wild
wow.
Camp. I know that.
Judi Dench, what the fuck? This might be a bigger film than I realised.
What? Huh? Movies list dot best 100 best French films about summer camp.
That is a genre?
Wow.
That's
my God.
so specific.
That's a niche right there.
Jesus. I love that, though. The French were like, you know what?
Summer
The-
camps.
Summer camp.
Am I right?
The top one is called Those Days, right? And it's got it's got Mark, which is IMDb 6.8, and it's got genre, country, characters, and then place. And the first one on place is not France, it's trains. It's trains, France, and summer camp.
Okay.
I like trains.
The little
Oh
choo-choo.
my god.
Choo-choo. I love how we fully developed into camp.
That's not French.
What?
Camp Rock.
Camp Rock.
Character Cinderella. No, not
What?
Camp Rock.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Lolita. It's not.
Lolita? Fucking Lolita?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
What the fuck? Hold on. By years. Okay.
I mean, IMDb is not great with
No.
genres.
No, this is movies.list.
Oh, even better.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so much better.
Hold on. I think I might have just found it. No, not that one. Never mind.
What was it?
It's a film called To the Sea. But I've just seen the poster and I also think it's Russian, not French.
Well.
Because it would have been 09 or 2010 that I went to see it. So it's like finding French films that came out in that year. Yeah, no, it was a weird movie.
I don't know what was up with teachers and just showing the weirdest fucking movies. Because for my German class, we had to watch a movie about a girl in a mental institution wanting to commit suicide. And our teachers just
As
thought,
you do.
you know what would be fun? If we make everyone make a video or a movie trailer based on this fucking movie. We were in, like, the auditorium of our school, learning how to make a noose.
What's wrong with you?
What?
Your school.
Yeah, because, like, we're kids. We make a trailer. It's just going to be shot of a thing.
Yeah.
Shot of a thing.
Yeah.
Shot of a thing. Ta-da.
A noose though.
Yeah. It was prominently featured in the movie as well, so.
Still.
Kill
Yeah.
yourself.
We were, like, 13. Edgy as fuck.
So, you know.
It was... I think I went to a playground with some of my friends and had one of them climb up on the thing. Like, some high thing. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Climb up on the climby thing. And just...
Climbing frame.
Yeah, sure. And just us, like, in shitty German saying, no, don't jump.
Do it.
I still have it somewhere. It's so shit. I love it. Because it used iMovie trailer formatting, where you just add in your empty clips, basically, and it already has the music and, like, the title cards and everything. And everyone in my class was so impressed. Because it just looked... They said, how did you do that with the text? So I was like, I edited it. Which means I just imported the
Yeah.
fucking clip.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which, if they ever find out, I'm sorry.
I think
There's a 0% chance they're listening in on this, so
I think I
True.
found the
What have you
film.
found?
you tell
It's
you found
called
it.
Tomboy. It's a 2011 French drama film written and directed by Celine Sciamma. The story follows a 10-year-old gender non-conforming child who moves to a new neighborhood during the summer holiday and experiments with their gender presentation, adopting the name Mikhail. The film opens to positive.
nice.
The film opened to positive reviews. I don't remember much of it. I remember being
Confused.
12 and thinking, "What the fuck am I watching?"
Yeah.
Because there's just a scene where like they're standing in their attic and looking in the mirror, and I think it's this movie anyway, where they take a bit of Play-Doh and they just put it down their pants
in the trousers.
Yeah, to be like a, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then, what is this movie? When invited to go swimming, Mikhail cuts a one-piece swimsuit and a male swim briefs and makes a clay penis to put inside.
Wow.
Okay.
I feel like you were 13? 12, 13-ish?
If this film came out in 2011...
Oh, Jesus.
14.
14. Yeah.
14.
Because I
feel
was 10. There's a 4-year gap between us.
Yeah. I feel like you need like at least 2 more years of maturing before you can kind of... I want to say
would
Well,
be-
it depends on the
appreciated.
person.
Oh,
It would have
for
been
sure.
a BBFC 12, I assume.
Probably.
Maybe
But
a
still,
PG.
to like understand it and respect it for what
Yeah,
it is.
I don't
Yeah.
know what possessed the school to like take us on a trip to see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a choice.
Yeah.
All school trips are usually like, well, why? It's like,
Yeah.
why? It's like, we're gonna go to this patch of forest, and this guy's gonna show up with a supermarket bag, and there's gonna be a dead fucking fox in it. Oh, that sounds fun.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I am
Is that
yawning.
pulling from personal experience?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were just in a bit of forest. We were supposed to look at like, oh, what are the layers of the ground? You know, you have dirt.
Dirt.
Yeah.
Dirt.
Dirt.
Yeah.
Crust.
And clay and all that. And this
Dirt.
guy just showed up and was like, well, you guys got lucky today. I'm like, oh god, what's in the bag?
What did you do?
And he was like, yeah, I was
Dead
just,
fox.
I was just driving here. I saw this on the side of the road, so I thought I'd take it for you. He just
Behold.
shoved it on the ground.
What?
He was like, there you go.
Who was this man?
He was like one of the forest rangers.
Was he ever committed?
I don't think he should have been allowed near children.
No, I mean we were like 13.
Still,
it's
you're
still
still
too
I'd
young.
say that's worse.
Yeah, and we just 13, 14. You're like, well, that's fucking cool. Look at that.
I don't know, if someone put a dead fox down in front of us, I would have been like, hey yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I was 13 and like someone like that just put like a dead fox in front of me, like, the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird day. They made us bike to the forest. It was a long fucking bike ride.
For the Dutch, that's not weird.
My
No,
god, why
I
does it
know.
make sense?
Well, this has been a chaos of an
Yeah.
episode.
Why did you complain about it being too short earlier?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
You
glad I
should've
found the
stopped.
film that I had like this weird core memory of.
Cool. I
At least
could've-
it's now on record, so if
Yeah.
I ever forget it,
It's
I can
like,
just come
listen
back.
back.
I
Yeah.
could have survived without remembering chocolate.
Is that the name of the movie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's been a day.
It's been a day for all of us.
We've talked about so much shit.
We have.
Aw.
Remember we were talking about disasters?
I mean, I,
Remember when we were talking about anime?
Yeah.
So if you haven't checked out our
God.
other podcast,
The link is down in the
Anime
description.
this is the
Yeah.
same day we talked about Ninja Scroll and Oshinoko,
Yup.
and like, fucking, that was so long ago.
We also talked about VTubers.
Oh my god! I
Oh
forgot
god,
about
that happened.
So if you're
Now you know when we recorded all that.
Yeah. or do you?
And it's not even when this episode came out.
No. You think, oh, they must record every week? Sometimes I wish we did.
I don't.
This is more practical, but boy, does it tire you out. and
That
you
was
become
partially
insane.
your idea.
I know.
You suggested it.
I never suggested 4 a day. I suggested 3.
I asked and you said yes. But you were the one who suggested recording next week as well.
Yeah, I know.
That
But by
Mickey
next week,
Mouse
I'll be
laugh.
fine. I'll be fine by next week.
Will you?
Yeah.
Are you ever fine?
No.
If we're gonna talk about this, can we do it off the podcast?
Yeah, we're gonna go because
Yeah.
we're just rambling at this point. So yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye.